Stacey Dash went on and said there shouldn't be a BET, there shouldn't be a BET Awards, there shouldn't be a Black History Month. Either do inclusion or exclusion. What are your thoughts?
I think Stacey Dash, man. I think Stacey Dash is one of those women who should have an Instagram and not a Twitter, because I'd rather look at her than hear what the fuck she's thinking about. You know, I feel like I wouldn't have no problems with those comments if she would have included everything else, because we live in America, the great American melting pot. It's a lot of different cultures here, where we should be allowed to celebrate our individual cultures. It's not just the Black History Month. You have a Jewish Heritage Month. You have a Native American Heritage Month. You have an Italian Heritage Month. You have Women's History Month. You're not calling for none of them to shut their shit down. So why do we have to shut our shit down? You got Telemundo, which is an all Spanish speaking station. You have Logo, which is a gay and lesbian network. You have We, which is women's entertainment. You know, you have country music television. You have all.
You got a gay channel?
That's Logo.
Oh, that's Logo?
Yeah, Logo's the gay channel. You have all this niche television programming, but you just want BET to shut down? Why?
And BET actually had her on that show, The Game, recently.
Stacey Dash was black at one point. Let's be clear. Stacey Dash was not only black, Stacey Dash was on the front of Kim magazine. She was on the front of motherfucking Smooth.
Ebony?
I don't know if she was on Ebony, but
Jet?
I don't know about Jet, but she was definitely on Black Men's Magazine. Like I'm thinking about, because I still think Stacey Dash is hot. I got a list of 5 women who I want to stuck a fart out their butt, and it's been this way for about 15 years. And it's Patti LaBelle, Kelly Rowland, Jennifer Lopez, Serena Williams, and Stacey Dash. You know, I thought Stacey Dash was the hottest chick in the world till she started motherfucking talking. And then I'm like, you know what? You need to just shut the fuck up forever and just delete your Twitter and delete your Snapchat and just keep an Instagram so we can see you.
Stacey Dash on the cover of Jet.
Oh yeah, she on the cover of Jet with Damon Wayans Sr. I mean, listen, that's what I'm saying. Like, Stacey Dash was a black chick. She was in Kanye West All Falls Down video. Like, how people just forget where they come from. Like, if it wasn't for BET, if it wasn't for those black outlets like Jet, we wouldn't know who the fuck Stacey Dash is.
Well, to be fair, her breakout role was Clueless, which was kind of a white movie.
Yeah.
I actually interviewed Our Prophet, who was romantically linked to Stacey Dash. Our Prophet from Nappy Roots.
Okay.
And he feels that Stacey Dash has been lightening her skin.
I think she has taken something to make her skin a little bit lighter. I think I've seen, some different people over the years, different celebrities, and actually, I don't know what it is. It's some type of chemical or a pill that they take, and it's able to lighten up their skin. And what I found is, it's some people out there feel like they'll be better received by the wider audience, if you will, if they become lighter. That's why you see a lot of that bullshit on magazines. You know damn well, such and such ain't that light. You get watched and things of that nature. So I would, in my best opinion, I'd say yeah, she done did something to her skin.
Really?
So you said.
I mean, they say that about me. So I got to take that with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker go to the dermatologist, clean up. It's all of a sudden they lightening their skin. And plus she's on TV, so she wears makeup and the lighting.
Well, I mean, he actually asked me what I thought. And I said, well, I don't know, because her shots are on the red carpet or whatever, or in studios. You can't tell skin tone compared to other skin tones.
A makeup artist can put makeup on you, and the lighting will have you looking lighter. So a lot of times when you be like, oh, Nicki Minaj bleaching her skin, Stacey Dash bleaching her skin, Beyonce's bleaching her skin. No, motherfucker, television lights are different.
Vybz Kartel was bleaching his skin.
Vybz Kartel was clearly bleaching his skin. Like, that is a bleach. Okay?
Sammy Sosa,
clearly bleaching their skin.
Yeah, you're actually looking a little tanner now.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's the lighting. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, I've been going to a dermatologist and I'm still going to her. She got my life together, but I mean, I don't know. I never thought I was, everybody's like, oh, you're light, you're Envy's complexion. Really? Like, come on, be for
real. I feel you. So she actually said, Stacey Dash actually said that she supports a white actor playing Michael Jackson. Now, Michael Jackson, I believe, did an interview with Oprah in the 80s sometime, where he actually said that he didn't want a white actor to play him.
It's the most, that is by far some of the most idiotic logic Stacey Dash has ever spewed. And this is why she needs to shut the fuck up forever. Yes, we need more diversity in Hollywood, but we don't need diversity on that level. And what I mean by that is, Michael Jackson is not a fictional character. Contrary to popular belief, Michael Jackson was a real human being who happened to be an African-American man. Now, over time, he had the vitiligo or whatever it was. He bleached his skin and started looking like a white man, but he was still an African-American man.
Yeah.
There's no reason for a white man to play Michael Jackson. Same reason there's no need for a black man to play John F. Kennedy Jr. When it's a real character, when it's a role based off a real person,
Okay.
let a Caucasian play a white person, let a black person play a black person.
Did you ever see, someone pointed out that Flex, the comedian who's on the reality show, he played Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he did. They've never casted
It
Michael
was
Jackson good.
awful.
Never.
They had pictures of it. We can actually show the pictures now. Like, the pictures are absolutely awful.
The best Michael might be Jason Weaver, but he played Michael as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was, I remember that being decent. Flex, terrible. And this idea of the white guy playing Michael, terrible. Like, we don't need diversity on that level.
You and I had a big argument. It actually started out over text message and it spilled into social media where we talked about Michael Jackson's best album of all time. And I said it was Thriller. You said it was Off the Wall.
Off the Wall, without question.
I did a poll and I think Thriller won like 80% of the vote.
Yeah, because that's the popular album. That don't mean it's the best. Commercially, yes, it's the most highest selling album of all time. But musically, artistically, Off the Wall, shit's on Thriller. And Thriller's good.
Nah.
Are you crazy?
Thriller's good. Just
Thriller's good. It's great.
Great. Okay.
Listen, put it like this. Quincy Jones, the executive producer of both albums, said Off the Wall is better than Thriller.
Okay, and that's his opinion.
That's not his opinion. He's the architect of the album. He would know better than all of us other than Michael.
I mean, it's music. You throw it out, and the world,
It's subjective.
It's subjective. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's lots. I'm sure Kanye may think that 808 Heartbreaks is his best album ever.
Listen, if Thriller had only sold 5 million or whatever Off the Wall sold, we'd be having a totally different conversation. It'd be a real debate. It wouldn't be like, no, it's Thriller regardless. Thriller sold 300 million. So what?
Well, I remember reading an interview in Vibe magazine with Michael Jackson, and they said, were you surprised as to the amount of albums that Thriller sold? And he said, honestly, no, because once the album was done, the sonic level of the album we knew was going to be the biggest thing ever. And he didn't say it in a cocky sense or whatever. He just said, no, we knew what it was going to do. He knew that Thriller was going to be the biggest album ever. And it was the biggest album ever.
It was the biggest album ever. And it was based off what he did with Off the Wall. Because if Thriller was his first album, I doubt Thriller would have sold 300 million records. It was the fact that
he was a superstar way before Off the Wall.
But when he went solo, it was a lot. It was more pressure on Michael Jackson as a solo artist, probably more than any solo artist ever in the history of life, because of what he did with the Jackson 5. So for him to come through and deliver such a classic, phenomenal album with Off the Wall, it was the setup for Thriller. It was the absolute setup for Thriller.
Agree to disagree.
I love Off the Wall. Off the Wall is incredible. And I ain't saying Thriller's not incredible. Thriller's phenomenal. But Off the Wall is like great.
But I wish he'd stop.
I like Meek Mill, man. Like I'm not gonna.
I wish he'd stop. Listen, I liked Meek Mill, but all of this shit is making you look bad, homie.
Saying he used to want to be signed to Rockefeller, but then he turned into Jay.
Oh yeah.
I understand what he's saying, but you got to understand how that could be took.
Yeah, you're taking a shot at Jay-Z.
I mean, you could be taking a light shot at Jay.
You're taking a shot at Jay-Z.
And hip hop be like, nah, bro, you ain't Jay.
Yeah.
You're Drake, which is fine.